Hey y'all, welcome back. So I had this amazing opportunity be presented to me to do this collaboration with a bunch of amazing mothers that are scattered about YouTube, okay? We have connected and bonded on levels of cloth diapering, vlogging, and just asking questions about how to handle certain situations that we eventually came upon in our lives as parents. So definitely check the description box out so you can get the links to these amazing women so you can watch their video on this subject. So in my situation, I actually have two boys. So my video is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually breaking mine up into three categories. The first category is going to be about how I handle unwanted parenting advice when I first got pregnant with my very first child. The second category is how I handled unwanted parenting advice once my baby was here. And finally, I want to present to you guys how I handle unwanted parenting advice the second time around. So let's go ahead and get started with my story. Number one, how I handle unwanted parenting advice before I had the baby. Now for me, this was definitely the toughest because I was extremely emotional, very defensive, not acceptive to any form of advice whatsoever. If anybody ever tried to give me advice on how I should prepare myself for delivery, should I take Lama's classes, should I breastfeed or not, should I go natural, should I have the drugs, should I be at home, should I be at the hospital, and you know, as far as should I circumcise my baby or not. I mean, the list goes on and on the things that I should soak in, because the information that was being told to me came from people that was experienced, that have already had multiple kids in their lifetime. Now, that definitely includes the prehistoric generation, the old generation, and the new generation, meaning my sisters, all right? So, definitely oh my God, even though I would try to speak as if I was taking their advice into consideration, my face told the truth, but my message was lying, because my face, I had a whole bunch of facial expressions. Anytime somebody was trying to tell me something, I did one of these. And okay, or I did a little neck thing. Alright, first time moms are really not that open to suggestions, because we got a plan. We have, you guys, I had a portfolio. I wish I unpacked my portfolio. I had a portfolio for my baby shower, and I had a portfolio for my birthing plan. And unfortunately, as a first time mom, even though I wanted to be very strong with what I wanted and my decisions, unconsciously all of the advice, the criticism type advice, must have stuck with me, because I actually did not get to do the things that I wanted to do as a first time mom, because I felt like I got unencouraged to do what I wanted from all of this unwanted advice. Prime examples, I did not get to cloth diaper because I was constantly being told that cloth diapering causes diaper rash. It's not hypoallergenic, I think, okay? They were nasty, disgusting, and everything that comes along with it, and I will poke my baby with pins. Although in the world of the 21st century, we no longer use pins. You can, but that's not the number one way. I mean, we have Velcro and snaps now, but unfortunately, I did not get to cloth diaper my first child. I did not get to have a water birth or a natural birth, because I was constantly told that you need to get an epidural, and that was from sisters, mothers, grandmothers, and the doctors, that having a natural birth was unnecessary. You shouldn't have to put yourself through that pain. Very, 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 very emotional for me. And I absolutely, I just constantly felt that my opinions as a first-time mom was silly. Okay, my opinions and the things that I wanted was constantly being contradicted, constantly being belittled, and it was just unthinkable. Why would I want to do these crazy things when we're in a modern world and I should take advantage of technologies and evolution to parenting? All right, so let's move on to category number 2, how I handle unwanted parenting when my baby was finally here. Now this time I think every parent, every first-time parent goes through these things. Now for me, this unwanted parenting advice went through every category you could imagine, from how to feed the baby, how to dress the baby, how I should wash the baby, should I lay the baby on his back, should I lay the baby on his side, should I use a snuggle, or should I just have a bunch of layer of clothes, should I breastfeed, should I not I mean, you guys, it got so crazy where I became very, very aggressive, very mean. I practically could have wore a sign that said, if you're not on the boat of Myah, then walk the plank and jump, okay? I was living in the household with all the generations. I had my grandmother, my mother, me, my brother, and my nephew, and then my kids. So we just had like the whole generation packed inside this house. My grandmother was going through Alzheimer's. Well, she is going through Alzheimer's. It's not like it just disappeared. So her mindset is going backwards. So everything that she says is based upon her living in her, how she, raised kids down in Louisiana, Arkansas, whichever one, I forgot which one she's from. And it would just irritate me because everything I did, she would have something negative to say. Oh, baby, you shouldn't hold him like that. You shouldn't wash him like that. You need socks on your baby. If you don't have no socks on your baby gonna catch a cold. You should not, oh my God, you guys, it's irritating me thinking about it. I'm irritated thinking about it. Let's move on to category number 3. So category number 3 is all about how I handle unwanted parenting advice the second time around. You guys, this was the absolute breeze for me because I had it down pat. By this time, I said, no, I'm gonna do it how I wanna do it, and that is I'm going to cloth diaper, I'm going to make my baby food, I'm going to do everything that they did back in the day that is all natural, and that is an eco-friendly lifestyle. And if you don't like it, guess what? I can sleep at night. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm so glad that I stuck to what I wanted. And by this time, the second time around, I'm pretty sure society has figured out, don't criticize Myah or give her any kind of parenting advice when it comes to her babies, because she is gonna rip you up into shreds and be happy about it. And that's exactly how I was. If anybody criticized me or tried to give me some kind of unwanted parenting advice, honey, I just shut them down and say, hold up, wait a minute. When you have a kid, you can do that. If I ask you for your opinion, then you may speak. Until then, this is Myah's dictatorship, and this is how I will like it. And if you don't like it, move it along. So definitely, you guys, the second time around, parenting advice is pointless. It's just like poof. So I thought you guys may actually enjoy all the crazy unwanted parenting advice that was told to me. All right, so I want to make this video too long, but I have some pretty good ones that I think are pretty good ones. So let's get started with this craziness right here. When your baby is a month old, it's okay to put a little bit of cereal flakes in the formula. It'll help them sleep at night. You do know you only have to breastfeed for the first week, because after that, honey, it's sugar water. That's why you slim down, because you want to let out all of that water weight. But the bad thing is you start losing your hair because you're so dehydrated, because you done gave your baby all your sugar water. Don't waste your time. After the first week, honey, that's why you have formula. never ever under any circumstance cut your baby's hair before they turn 1. Laughing too much will make you go into labor. So you can't laugh. Laughing is not good for the pregnancy. And this one came from my mother-in-law. Mira, if your baby has a fever, all you have to do, I'm telling you, listen, mira, listen, okay? All you have to do is take a huevo and wipe your baby's bottom. You're gonna stick it up in the corner of the ceiling. How do I do that? Listen, mira, shh, shh. Stick the huevo in the corner of the ceiling. But how do I, mira, huh? ¿Tú quieres papá? ¿Tú quieres papá? Stick the huevo in the corner. When you wake up in the morning, crack the huevo into a glass of ice cold water. If the egg is black, the fever is gone. You want me to expose my kid to salmonella poisoning and E. coli? Mom, I'm not about that life. Mira, what are you talking about? Salmonella poisoning, E. coli, that's already in the fecal matter, okay? So you can go ahead and wipe his bottom. He will be all right. Poop naturally has E. coli and salmonella poisoning. Okay, gracias. Once you leave the hospital, you cannot, under any circumstance, even if the house is on fire, you cannot go outside because you'll catch a bug through your private area because it's still open. You just had a baby. Boys will be boys. Let them play in the dirt. Even if you're in public, they're gonna get dirty anyway. Just let them play. Being an authoritarian mom will cause your child to have authority problems in their adulthood. What? I had to go look that up. Never ever spank your child. That's child abuse. You have to spare the ride if you don't want to go to jail. You cannot let your baby look in the mirror. They'll go cross-eyed. Honey, don't you know that? All these babies you see wearing glasses is because their vain mother let the baby look in the mirror. That's why I got 20/20. So, of course, I decided to save the best for last. This one still pisses me off till this day. And it probably will still piss me off in the future for my kids and for a future kid that I may have. Every time my kids have a sniffle, a sneeze, a cough, glossy eyes, rosy cheeks, an itch, whatever it is, my mom always tells me, take them to the doctor and get an antibiotic. And I don't know how many times I have told her over and over, Mom, no doctor, no hospital is going to give my kids an antibiotic for a cough, okay? My doctors in Michigan and Texas and the hospitals have all told me that the only way they will give an antibiotic is if the baby has a severe, not a mild, but a severe ear infection. Do you think my mom got that through her head? No. I think it just slapped her on the side of the face and it's just stuck there because she will, and then she gets mad at me because I say, well, I'm not about to waste my time making a doctor's appointment to take my kids to the doctor and say, hey, my child has a horrible cough that sounds like whooping cough, I need an antibiotic. You know what he's gonna say? Well, just treat the symptoms, rub his chest, and get one of those ventilators, vaporizers for the room to put moisture in the air, and try not to let him run around. And she will constantly tell me, well, that's the white man talking, and well, that's just stupid. Anywho, so that is it, you guys. I hope you liked this video. So now that you're done listening to me, go ahead and check that description box out and start clicking on all them links to these amazing moms so you can hear their stories on their unwanted parenting advice and how they deal with it. Alright, so I hope you enjoy, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye.